Hello and welcome to Whisky Resource. My name is Mark and this is another review, and this is the continuation of the April series of Speyside whiskies, and this one is the Benromach 10-year-old single malt whiskey. This is the old style bottling. It was changed last year to a lot of horror. A lot of people weren't particularly happy with the change of the designs, but to be honest, I don't mind the old and the new design. At the end of the day, it's the liquid inside that matters. So Benromach is owned by or operated by Gordon and MacPhail, and they in turn are owned by a company called Speyside Malt Whisky Distributors Limited. As I say, it's a Speyside single malt whisky, bottled at 43% ABV. It is on the label. It says, I'm sure it says because I have read it. It is natural colour, but yes, I can't actually see the words there on the label. Yes, it doesn't actually say. Well, it is natural colour. Maybe the new packaging says natural colour. Certainly, everything I've seen says it's natural colour. The new packaging does say that. In terms of chill filtration, we don't know. We don't know. A lot of people speculate that it is lightly filtered, but there's no information on their website. It's not stated. Unfortunately, no information means they get points deducted for that, unfortunately. So it retails online from Masters of Malt for £33.95 and from the Whisky Exchange for £34.95, giving an average of, I need to find the line now on my database because my eyes are starting to go. Benromach average £34.45. That's an average price for that. As I say, it's a 10-year-old single malt whisky. It is about 80% matured in first fill bourbon casks, 20% matured in first fill sherry casks. Then it's vatted together, and then it's got a further year in sherry casks as a bit of a finishing period. So 20% period, or 20% of the vatting was originally from sherry casks anyway. In terms of value score, because of the docking for the chill filtration, it receives 88.63 out of 100, which doesn't really represent a particularly bad value for money offering. Say it's slightly higher than normal, 43% ABV, natural colour. Shame about the statement about the chill filtration. It'd be really nice to see them put something on there to say, but a lot of these things we ask. So I say it's smoky whiskey. It's been lightly peat smoked, which is the third Speyside in the series for the month that have had some peaty elements to it. So what does it actually nose and taste like? Well, you get that almost iodine peat coming off it. It's not as intense as an Islay. It is fruity. I wouldn't say it's a rich sherry. I'm just looking at the taste notes from their website, and they say it's a rich sherry. No, I'm not getting a rich sherry. I'm getting fruit. I'm getting honey. I'm getting a medicinal note of phenolics, and vanilla and some malt on the nose. In terms of alcohol, well, to be honest, I'm not getting any alcohol burn at all on the nose on this. Nothing at all. It's almost as if the alcohol has been completely vaporised off there. But when you look at it, the legs do have thin legs on there. So there is alcohol present, obviously, on the palate. It's Marmite, this. It really is Marmite. In that, when you taste it, you're loving it and you're hating it in equal measure. It's bizarre. I know exactly what I think of this straight away, but to describe it. Okay, so concentrate on the fruit. It's honeyed and vanillaed apples, maybe some raisins going on there, more on the apple side. So the kind of typical Speyside fruity character, not talking about the sherry, just generally a classical Speyside kind of Glenfiddich almost type of character is the fruit. Not particularly, not delicate, not heavy, just providing a nice balance. It's that aspect of it is a little watery, and there's not much dynamic aspects to the flavour. But on the other side, you've got an oily, smoky, peaty, sweet peat. Barbecuey, slightly earthy, a little spicy, an oaky character to it. And the two are just there. They're just kind of yin and yang. They're not married together harmoniously. They work together, but there's two distinct characters going on here. The smoke provides a really nice ribbon that actually keeps them working together, and if it wasn't for that smoke that's wrapping around both parts, I think it wouldn't work. It is Marmite, because I say there's times I pick this up and I go, that needs more time before I have some more. And other times I drink and I go, yeah, this is champion. This is fantastic. It's, you have to be in the mood for, I think, is what I'm trying to say. It's tasty enough. The alcohol is roughly 43% on the palate. You are getting them nips. It's reminding you. You're getting lovely wisps of that smoke, as I say. I think it's the smoke that makes this work. The finish is smoky and medium and a little oaky, with a touch of spice, a touch of alcohol nip. Would I buy another bottle? No, to be honest, I'll be honest and I say I wouldn't buy another bottle of this. Yes, I'd like to try another one in the range. It has piqued interest in trying more, but as for this particular bottle, it doesn't do enough for me. It's not got something that I want to pick a bottle up and want to drink it each time, and I want to drink it and it be the first bottle I want to grab off my shelf to try it again. And this doesn't do it for me. It's certainly a bottle to share and to experience with good company. It would make a great whiskey on a blind tasting evening, because it's not peat heavy enough to say that it is a Islay, very much so, and it's not peat heavy enough to disguise itself as an Ardmore. But it's got enough to confuse people into thinking that maybe it's some island malt, or maybe it could be a blend. It isn't terrible, but it's not amazing either. And as for a overall score for this, I mean, you can see I've not drunk a massive amount of it, but I've had enough of it to still not know how I would score it. It's Marmite. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, or you're going to be like me, and I like Marmite, and I'm going to be undecided. I think, if anything, the smoke is probably a little too ashy rather than barbecuey. I think I prefer the more barbecue smoke than ash smoke that this is presenting. The fruits aren't lively enough. If you like smoked whiskies, or you've tried some lightly smoked whiskies, because this is probably light to intermediate smoke, and you want to move on to the next level of smoke, but you don't think you want to risk doing an Islay, this is the kind of bottle to go for. It's on that basis I would recommend it, but as an everyday sipper, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm on the fence. Later.